Well, here I am, hoping that people can hear me. I have no idea until somebody comes in to this live chat that I'm trying to present here. Doing my best anyway. So all I can do is sit here and wait and see if anybody shows up. I never know when I do this. Like the other day, I was trying to do it with my friend. We were just testing this, and this is what happened. Well, hello, Jan. Can you hear me? Need to know. I'm still testing this out. Can you hear me? That's what I need to know. Oh, great. Good. Thank you. I'm like I say, I'm still playing with this. I don't know what I'm doing, as you can tell. I do not want to be on camera, and I'm not going to do it. Okay? Plain and simple. You can see some live videos I've done before, but not here. Oh, hello. I got somebody else in here. Susie, hi. You can see my arm. There I am. That's my picture of my parents and me taken many, many, many light years before. Okay. And I'm here again talking about many things. Number one, of course, always the spiritual aspect of life. There's many different things. If you have a question, you can post it. Um, but why I put this up is this past year has been hard for me. I've been in business on the internet 15 years, and Google has dropped me to nothing, and I'm not getting new clients. Business is more than slow. There's got to be a different word, more like dead. And I'm really struggling to survive. That's why I have put up a link about where you can donate. I'm doing that because, you can pay for a service. I don't mind working for the money. The problem is people aren't, um, as I've said, people are not paying. They don't know I exist. It's enormous competition. I've been, like I say, been in business a long time. I have over 500 videos here on YouTube. I've written 10 books. What else? That's in itself says quite a bit. I've been on Facebook for 13 years. Yes, and I've been on YouTube about 13 years. And I reach a lot of people, but it's not the people that are going to want my services or pay for them. I'm an animal communicator, certified, verified, and certified in animal Reiki healing. Been doing animal work for way over 40 years, longer than I've ever done anything, and very good at what I do on communicating with them and energy work. So if you've got a pet and you want to know something, or they need some health issues they need help with, or their emotional issues, I can help with any of that. Just letting you know some of the things that I do. I also do spiritual readings. They're different. I do not use tarot cards. Let me explain about a psychic reading and a true psychic reading or spiritual reading. True psychics use nothing. If you look at James Von Prague or John Edwards or the woman on the television, the New Jersey medium, you don't see them sitting there with a deck of tarot cards. Any true psychic needs nothing, they just get the answers. So just realize when you pay for a tarot reading, that's what you're getting, tarot cards. Uh, and it's not the same as a true reading. And people are always impressed with my work. I talked to a lady today who I did a reading on her the other day, and Already, she's applied many of the things I said for her to do, and it was spiritual, and the other part was I'm a naturopathic doctor. As I told her what to do to improve her health, she started, and already that's been like 4 days, 5 days. She says tremendous change. So I know how good my work is. I never question my abilities. It's just, again, Google has dropped me. YouTube has changed their algorithms and they've dropped me. I was looking at a man's YouTube video the other day and he had written that he was through. He says, I've been on here for years, 30,000 followers. They've dropped me and nobody's seen anything. And I walk away. And I understood what he was saying. You know, you as viewers out there, you don't quite get the hard part of trying to market yourself in today's world. And of course, with all the changes of, like I said, Google, everything else made a big difference. Oh, thank you, Katie. Glad to hear from you, Katie, and thank you for writing about having a reading. And as you know, Katie, you can testify. I don't use anything. I just do the readings. And again, I have so many degrees. The reason I had to go into doing spiritual work was I had an accident about 38 years ago, somewhere in there, 35, 38, I can't remember exactly, but it was over 30 years ago, and it left me crippled. So I couldn't continue. I was a doctor of naturopathic medicine at the time, but I had to quit working. I couldn't. And eventually I came into doing this type of work because I have a lot of gifts, but I really, my love and passion is naturopathic medicine, just so you know. Now, again, if you've got questions, I'm just rambling on here, just talking about my life and telling you what's going on. But if you have something you wanted to know about spiritually, whatever, put in a question. I'm open to it. And thank you for your kind words, Susie. I really appreciate it. I'm happy for all of you who are here now. I wish I could get this darn camera fixed better, but I can't. I have a caregiver who works for me, a man who's supposed to help me with things, and he refused to help. It's like I am so tired of being taken care of by others. It isn't fun. It isn't easy. I've had 32 years experience of different caregivers. Some have worked for me like this man who works for me 16 years, but it doesn't mean that it's easy. They want to control everything and they act like I'm got dementia. That's what he always is saying and I'm like, you idiot. You would know dementia if you saw it. I have worked with a lot of people with dementia and other uh, diseases such as Lewy body's disease. A friend of mine, a client, her husband has it. That's what Robin Williams had. It's very debilitating because it's a disease that gives dementia to the whole body. It's really bad. Okay, Susie, sure. Tell me what is your problem, and then I'll see what I can do. Okay? Thank you for asking. I'm waiting. If you don't mind, I'm having to hold this camera. Can you still hear me, everybody? I know it's a blank screen, but my hand, I just can't keep holding up. I'll do this. Can you? I hope you can still hear me good. Please, somebody tell me. I just can't hold the camera any longer. Somebody out there. Okay, thank you. Lisa. Ah, I saw you the other day. Okay, Susie. I'm waiting. Just type out what is going on and I'll see what I can do. And I appreciate you people being here without seeing me. I know that the whole world wants to see someone. But again, I have live videos I just shot a week ago. You can see me, and I'm sitting up. But laying down in bed, I just feel it's too invasive. I don't know whether word to use, but how would you like to be filmed laying in bed when that's where you live? And no, I just can't do that. Again, I'm waiting. Somebody type something. I just keep talking. I'm not sure what to say. Any direction. I've given you some of my history, and again, and being psychic, I had the ability all my life. Just didn't know I had the ability. The reason is when you've got the gift, it seems normal to you. You know, it's just like talking to animals. I didn't realize others couldn't do that. Okay, I see your message here, Susie. Wow, that's a big. Are you getting medical help? First off, I must ask that. I cannot diagnose. It is not legal, so you must tell me, Susie. All people who do work like I do, you are getting no medical help. Well, how do you know it's your endocrine system? I'm waiting for you. You've had none of these things diagnosed. I take it. What you're writing me. Well, the first thing is okay to help with the pins and needles, and it can even somewhat help with the panic attacks, is magnesium. And I'm not talking about mixed, I mean just pure magnesium. That can help with the kidneys, that can help with many things. And I would recommend taking magnesium 3 times a day. It doesn't need to be with food. You can take it on an empty stomach. But magnesium is one of the miracle workers on pain, nerve things, great for the kidneys, many of the things, and it can help with the panic attacks. I cannot guarantee it, but it can help. It's going to take time. You just got to start and see if it works for you. That's all I can tell you. But I think you should, at some point, get a medical exam to know exactly what you're dealing with. It would help. It's like if you went to, say, another natural doctor, they might be able to tell you more because they know exactly what they're working with. I hope you try what I say. I know that it sounds simplistic, but often it is simplistic. Natural medicine usually is. And I do energy work on people that helps, but that I cannot do here. Well, good that you're drinking water, but you should supplement the water. And I'll have to go and get a link from Amazon with what you should supplement it with because water does not hydrate the body. It just goes through and passes through. And part of it is, again, back to lack of magnesium. A lot has to do. Magnesium is one of the most important minerals you can have. That's just any amount. I'm living on imagination, that's for sure. And I've been living that way for a long time. Okay, I'm putting it, it's a long link, but I'm going to put it in here, and this is what you need to add to water for anyone, actually, as it causes the water to penetrate the cellular level because that's what's going on is water doesn't penetrate the cells. uh, Everything we have is so contaminated. So when you add these drops into the water, it helps the water go and penetrate the cell. Also, as I mentioned, magnesium does help uh, with penetration of the water, but not quite the same as that. So I'd recommend that. Yeah, enzymes can be helpful. Yes, I would say watch my video if you're on YouTube. The most important vitamin needed is the name. I'll look it up. I've done many videos on health, but nobody sees them. Again, YouTube has cut uh, everyone. We're all being cut to the ground. It's about big businesses wiping out the small business, and it's getting worse and worse. Anybody who has their own business will tell you that what I'm saying is true, and it's more serious than people think. Okay, I'm going to put up the link to my video about enzymes and why they are needed. Okay, so you're going to get that here in a second. For everybody, watch this video and it will explain to you the importance of enzymes. I have many health videos, all with different names. You'd have to really research and go back to find anything of mine because I've been on here 14 years and 500 videos. So it's not so easy to find them. I do have my playlist and you can look on it. I've got most of my videos in playlists, but not every one of them. I've never done a playlist for my health type videos. So again, go to the playlist, check out stuff you've probably never seen. On the spiritual, on animals, those are some of my favorite. Oh, you got, well, I'm glad to see this, Susie. Who recommended my channel? YouTube actually recommended it? I'm amazed. Did they? I know there aren't many people here, but remember, people, you can type in something you want to say hello, type in what's going on, whatever. I'm amazed YouTube would do anything to promote and help. Very surprised. Glad to hear it, but still surprised. Again, YouTube and Google, well, Google owns YouTube for those of you who don't know. Oh, good, Susie. Yeah, I don't have a cell phone, so I can't go on Discord, which is really a problem for me, but I never have the money to buy a cell phone. So that's why I don't have one. I'm lucky to have a camera. I just got this the other day because that's the most inexpensive thing I could do to get where I could talk to people on, like I say, these live videos. Even though you're not seeing me, I'm still here. It's just unfortunate, but I'm not going to show myself. I wish I could get these pictures to show up better, but I'm having a battle with the camera and I can't hold it up. There's my problem. If somebody could set it up for me, it'd be great. Yes, visualize whatever. Yes, getting sea salt's good, but not the same as when I recommend. Look at that link from Amazon. Sea salt is just not quite the same. Not at all. It's not going to help with the absorption. What it will do is kind of clear the system. Now, that it will do, but it will not help you absorb water. Just because you're drinking water and it passes through your body, it doesn't mean you're absorbing it. You really are not. It's got to go down to a cellular level, and that's what it's not doing. Believe me, I know. I have recommended these drops to many people, and one lady, she had a cat. It was a kitten at the time, and she started putting it in his water. And she found after a while, if she didn't put it in his water, it has zero taste. But that cat knew and would not drink the water until she put those drops in. So that's how powerful this stuff is. I trust cats so much, their instincts, their knowledge. They're just brilliant animals. please go to my website and on the search loop magnifier, type in cats power. I've written a lot about cats because they are different than most animals. They have a gift, much different. I think all animals are gifted way more than the humans, but cats have a very unique gift. So I'm running out of things to say. Susie, I'm glad I was of help for you. And please look up that link on YouTube. And I'm sorry, yeah, that. And also on Amazon. What I'm saying I think would help you. I really do. And again, do the magnesium. Now, if people don't have much to say, I'm running out of things to say. I'm not, no, I just don't know what to talk about too much. Any questions? There's not too many people here, but the few that are here say something. I'd be happy to hear from you, even if it's hello, just so I know who's here. Well, hey, divinely guided, thanks for being here. Glad to hear from you. Hey, Elisa, I saw you here before, earlier. It's just, if there's something, some thought you want, that would be great. Okay, hello, Margaret from England. I don't know quite what you wrote about. I don't quite understand that. So, if you can write a little more, I'll understand. Hey, Lisa, I've put up on my Pinterest on animals. I have many boards. My one on animals, I've put up some really great natural recipes for dogs. So I recommend going to my Pinterest and looking for my board with animals, and you'll find the recipes there. Yes, I like Pinterest tremendously. I have a huge following on Pinterest. Don't ask me why, but I do. And I have several, I've been there for 13, 14 years since it started, pretty much. Yeah. Oh, well, thank you. Oh, okay, Margaret. Yeah, now I see. I'm reading Divinely Guided here. Yes, I've heard of what you're talking about, rebirthing. There's many different ways to do it. Yeah, I'm familiar with it. Everybody's got a different path and a different way to go. Margaret, I'm not really sure. Swollen tongue and mouth. I hope again that you're getting medical treatment for this. I'm always going to say that. But taking down swelling, I would recommend echinacea root. It's very good on taking down swelling. Also, vitamin C can help with swelling. And with vitamin C, I'd recommend a powder vitamin C, not tablet. Powder works better. So you might want to try those. Echinacea, I don't even know how to spell it. I know it when I see it, but it's a root, an herb, and it is very healing and does help. So give those a shot. Also, Margaret, if you scroll upwards, I put in a link from Amazon. It's something that I think would help you tremendously. So check that out. Thank you, Divinely Guided. There it is, Echinacea. I take it you know quite a bit about things. I'm just here talking about my life, things that are going on. Well, great, Margaret. I'm glad. You got nothing to lose. Aloe vera juice is good. It's healing. It takes down things, but I don't think it quite worked for the mouth. But it's still a good drink. No question about that. Very good for the stomach and the intestine. There's so many natural things that are good for us, all organic. Try to eat as natural foods as possible. That's all I can tell you in terms of our world. But of course, it's more chemicalized. Even the natural foods are not as natural as they should be anymore. Everything's got some degree of pollution to it, unfortunately. Anything else anybody wants to talk about? Again, just type it in. I put out a newsletter today. Oh, okay, I'll get to that, Margaret. Want to bring up, I put out a newsletter today, and it's my spiritual guidance for the month of December, what I feel is coming and what will be happening. So it's also on my blog, on my website, Cherokee Billy, spiritualadvisor.com, and you can read my guidance for the coming month. And if you haven't gotten my newsletter, you may want to subscribe. Now, I'm not a medical doctor, Margaret. Again, your cat coughing, it could be so many things. Like, uh, I don't want to say them because it might freak you out, some of them. If you haven't had your cat checked, you really need to have your cat see a vet as soon as possible. I do know that. I do energy work and I'll send energy to your cat, but I cannot tell you what to do. I mainly do it through energy work. Okay, divinely guided, I'm reading what you said. I'm not sure what's considered the rebirthing. There's many different ways to do that. So, I mean, I don't know. It could be, but I think you can do rebirthing through meditation, through so many things. Um, can't say quite on that. Never really cared about doing rebirthing. I have done past life regression and I do it for people, but I feel meditation is the thing I have found very healing for me. Very. Okay, Lisa, go to my playlist on my main channel. Okay, go to my playlist, look at animals, and I have many videos that tell you how you can find out about your fur babies in spirit, the signs they give. I even have a video on a meditation on how to connect with your pets on the other side. So there's a lot of signs, and I give it all. It's there again on that playlist. Okay. Well, I'm glad divinely guided what you said. That's interesting. I hope you know, Lisa, where to find my playlist, my main channel. If you don't know, let me know and I'll give you the link to it. Okay? I have several playlists, but the one on animals, I give you all the different ways. And same for humans. Okay, great, Lisa. I'm glad you know. There's so many things I have under, I think under spiritual life and spirit, I have ways of connecting. Hey, Margaret, I got pictures of my cats. as well who have passed on all my animals I love throughout my life. But cats are definitely special. Again, it's an article on um, supernatural powers of cats, and it's also in of my videos. So I have a lot there. For those of you interested, I do have a pet group on Facebook. It's really kind of support, but it's a little bit of everything. For anyone who's lost a pet, that's what it's about. I can put in that link so those of you can go there. And it's really nice because you get a chance to, if you've lost a pet and you're grieving, you've got a way to get support emotionally from so many people. It's a very, very active group. All of my groups are active, that much I can tell you. Just give me a minute here. Let me get to the link on this. Trying to. Um, it's not coming up the way I want it, but I'm trying. Give me a minute. I have several groups in Facebook, and I do mean several. So if you've never explored, I don't think on my main Facebook page, Cherokee Billy, I don't think that they show all of my groups, and yet they're very big groups. I've had them for many, 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 many years. So if you can, try and check it out, and if you don't find it, you can always uh, ask me. Okay, I will do my best to get you that information. As I said, it's not so easy. Facebook is always a challenge. They're constantly changing the rules. You never know what to expect with them. But I'm putting this in here. 1 minute. Okay, here we go. Putting this in. The one thing I wish they had for this live streaming is where we could talk. Now, I have other ways of connecting to people, but it's not through YouTube where you can talk live. And I prefer that, but people want YouTube. So here I am, but I feel it would be better if we could interact, reading you what you're writing. And again, I did put in the group, my pet group. Yes, Susie, a lot of people are leaving Facebook for many reasons. I just don't have time to do any more social media. I'm on YouTube, Facebook, Pinterest, Twitter, and if I'm on something else, I can't even remember. But I'm already too busy and too overloaded. I want to focus the most I like on. By the way, oh, I got a new video I just put up again. December spiritual guidance. Hardly anybody has seen it, so uh, yes, check out the newest video I've put up. Yes, divinely guided. I don't like Zoom. I know I can do uh, I can do it with Skype and have people on, but again, I have to announce it and many other things. You have to send out like with YouTube Live. People like yourself just come in. See, there's the difference. I wish it was that way where we could, interact more and see one another. But yes, I can through Zoom. I don't like Zoom, but I do like Skype. Great. Okay, divinely guided. Well, I'm glad. Yeah, I've got a lot of new videos like the full moon for December. It's December 7th. Um, my video is up on that, has been for about a week. Again, nobody's seen my videos. I don't know why. Well, hi there, Earl. Glad to see you here. A lot of people feel sadness and think about the past. The holidays really stir up the memories of the past. That is something people are always dealing with. Oh, Susie, yeah, your mother's birthday. Well, that's nice. December 7th, also Pearl Harbor Day. A lot of things around it. December 8th is the 42nd anniversary of the assassination of John Lennon. I always think of him. He's been a great influence in my life. Love him very much. Again, just know that the holidays are not easy. Now, Earl, I've got a lot of videos on the holidays about dealing with grief, dealing with loneliness. So you may want to check out, again, my animal playlist. I think that would be good. Or go into my spiritual playlist. That's where I've got things about, feeling lonely at the holidays. It is very hard for so many people. And yes, I'm glad you like cats. Susie, well, Sagittarius, that's a good sign. Very intelligent people. Jim Morrison was born on December 8th. Very intelligent man. Lived hard and fast, but he left a big impact on the world. There's a lot of famous Sagittarius. Yeah, Cheryl, even if you're a spiritual person, though, the holidays bring up memories. We can't escape it. Whether no matter what, you just think about the past because so many people are talking about things that bring up memories from the past. So you may be depressed most of the time. I'm not sure. It's just, you said you're thinking about your past. All I can say is the past was in the teaching of the Tao. It speaks about, the past was. Be here now, because now is all we have. The past is past, the future is unknown. So it's staying in the now. It's learning to stay in the now that can help bring a person back from depression. It takes practice and work, not easy. But I love the teachings from the Tao, from the Buddha. Any of those teachings are very, very great. Again, silence, meditation, observing all help. Well, that's good, Susie. You still make special occasions. Again, it's everybody's free choice. There's no right or wrong on what you celebrate. It's up to the individual, as how far as I can see. Well, my full moon is coming up. I mentioned you might want to learn what's going to be happening with that. I always write about what energies are going on or what angels to connect with, what to do. Each one is different. So check out again my full moon. I do have a playlist on the full moons, on all moons, because I also write about the new moons as well. Yes, there you go, with all the moons. Very pretty. Well, folks, I'm running out of energy here. I've been talking 40 minutes, and I really wish there was a way we could talk back and forth. Oh, thank you, Lisa. I'm so glad you like my moon videos. And Margaret, yeah, Scorpio. Well, it's a there's a Scorpio influence, I believe, on this moon. I can't remember offhand. Well, I'm still here for the moment, Lisa. So hang in here. If anybody knows of a way besides Zoom, again, I can go live where you could be live and we could talk back and forth on Skype. But my problem is, if I send it out on a newsletter, that's about the only way people would know, and not that many people seem interested. I have tried to do some things and I got very little attention. I guess I could come here on YouTube and announce it and maybe get people to go over. That might be one thought. Because then I could talk with you, see you, and again, it would be more interactive, much more, which I think would be great. Anyway, I appreciate each one of you for being here, your input, your questions. Yeah, thank you, Susie. Yeah, I think it's another way to do it is announce it and then come here beforehand and be here for a few minutes to say, but I can't stay long. I'm thinking about it, just haven't decided when. It's kind of like one thing about doing this on YouTube is I can come in when I want. I don't have to, make it where it's a big announcement. I've told nobody, and you people have shown up, which I'm grateful for. And again, if you haven't signed up for my newsletter, please do on my website. Then you would know about things that are coming up, events, or anything planetary, because I'm always writing about all the different things. Like every month, it's so much happening celestial that influences our life. And it's like I could send out a newsletter every day. There's so much going on, but people don't like it. Anyway, thank you, Lisa. And thank you, Susie and Margaret and Divinely Guided. I appreciate all of you. Anybody I forgot, forgive me. I thank you for being here. And I wish you a blessed, peaceful evening filled with God's love and light. Thank you. Bye.